the number one live show in the world, West Coast Poplock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores, comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C, and Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop up.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? It's that time again. Tuesday, the number one live podcast every Tuesday night. It's the West Coast Poplock Podcast coming to you from Pigs Studios.
Hard Z.
With that hard-ass Z. Harder than the streets of Compton.
That's right.
And the potholes. You know what? The streets have improved. Maybe I'm just going a different route.
I hope you're going a different route.
I'm going a different route, and it's just been cool. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, City of Compton, for
keeping at least one street. You know what? Fuck you, Compton. Why can't you fix Wilmington? Why can't you fix goddamn Central? What the fuck is your problem? Whatever the mayor is, I don't even know who the fuck it is. Just saying, come get him, come fix this. We tag that shit all the time on Facebook.
Soon as Steve was like okay with the roads, then you came.
I'm
still
most
of the time. Most of the time, I feel like Mario's like defending. It's like, come on, man, it's not that bad.
No,
and then
it's
you're
bad,
like, they're
bro.
good, and you're like, no.
Well, just one's good.
Yeah, only the main one. He probably came down to 710 and Rosecrans, and that's the biggest fucking street that Compton has. So I mean, it makes sense to keep that bitch operational. But every other street is like falling apart.
Sure.
I'm surprised there aren't giant sinkholes that everyone's just fucking falling into for no reason.
Not yet.
God damn you.
Soon that'll start happening. The pipes.
That's what I want for Christmas, Santa. I just want fucking some stupid asphalt. I tell you, right before this batch, and it got really, really, really bad in the neighborhoods, people were bringing fucking dirt and sand and filling them themselves.
No way.
I swear to God.
Like, I can do this.
Because, like, fuck it. If you're not going to fix it, we'll do it ourselves.
Damn, that's crazy. When the neighborhood is coming out and putting in their own dirt and sand.
Putting in work.
Bring the dirt.
Because everyone's tired of fucking falling into the sinkholes.
Hell yeah.
So,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
And let me guess, Mexicans.
Of course. Trabajo all day, baby.
And he didn't get paid.
When the pipes start bursting, man, it's going to be that's next.
Oh.
The pipes in Los Angeles have been overdue for being repaired for decades.
Oh, everything.
So
bridges,
very sure,
right?
all infrastructure everywhere. But the pipes are gonna be when that starts happening, is when people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like,
isn't that how they got out of the Big Depression? Was to hire people to do those kind of jobs, right?
Right. They started socialist jobs programs that. Like that is, yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I agree. I like that. So like the military is a giant jobs program.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like that, and we've decided that
trade tech,
going around and picking up, like pushing technology and also collecting resources from around the world is what our jobs program should do with guns. But there's no reason it can't be
building bridges, fixing highways.
There's no reason it can't. There's no
freeways.
reason it can't be all of that stuff.
Yeah.
We've just
Filling
decided
potholes.
that it's not gonna be that stuff. But
Yeah.
it could very easily be.
And should be.
Very, very. And then you start seeing like, all right, and then we start doing what's the fucking word? But you have to do 2 years. You got to do 2 years, and it doesn't have to be, because right now it's like, I don't want necessarily people to have to do 2 years in the military, but if it's 2 years doing something other, like where you're like, no, fool, you work in the park, or you work, you do whatever, you do your fucking 2 years, but you put your fucking,
and you get paid.
Some sweat, actually, absolutely, you put in some sweat equity into this country. 100%.
Yeah, we should do that for every state. Like California, we all have to work in the Yosemite and all that shit, cleaning.
Fucking or downtown or wherever.
Wherever you're from. Well, you know what? One thing is that it's not disappointing, or maybe it might be. I don't know. People love him. Well, you know what? Let's introduce our guy right here.
Absolutely.
Our first. I'm already going to.
The returning, the one and only Jimmy South.
Yo.
Thank you guys.
Welcome.
We do a thing, and it's the second annual Tamale challenge. We eat them so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
I mean, you got look. I mean, I don't want to start poisoning the well and talking about things before, but the chili cheese thing from Tamale from Wiener Schnitzel was not the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Out of
Like,
all of them from last year that we rated, which was Wiener Schnitzel, there was
Del
Taco and El Pollo Loco.
And Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
And I think they serve their shit year round. So no matter what, that's
Yeah.
what it is, consistent every fucking day when you go there. So this year, what are we bringing to the table?
This year we're bringing to the table because Wiener Schnitzel did win with the chili.
Yeah.
Right.
While Del Taco came out with their chili smothered.
Of course.
What?
So now it has to go chili versus chili.
Well, they saw what the winner was. They saw
Yeah.
who was the best. They're like, all right, this is what the winner.
They've been watching the West Coast,
Yeah,
so they were
watched
like,
it.
shit.
We better get some chili.
But before we start even thinking about that, I'm not a big tamale guy, bro. Look,
You know what it is? You know what it is? I just don't think you've had the right one. Because I will say I've eaten a lot of just mediocre, bland, whatever. This is my mom's best, and they're not. Or when you go by the store, you're disappointed, just how we were disappointed last year with El Pollo Loco, that you think that it's supposed to be authentic.
Yeah.
It was fucking the most garbage fucking tamal in the world. Fuck you, El Pollo Loco.
But I think to me personally, I've had good tamales.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, you were just in
overall.
Mexico recently, right?
I was just in Mexico.
Did you have some?
Bangamo, Guanajuato. Nah, I can't.
Bro,
I'm
that's
over
really like the
tamales.
motherland. That's the most authentic you can get.
Authentic, yes.
And
I'll tell you,
chiclets.
I'll tell you what I did have, and I hate to say it because it's one of those things that you want to keep hidden.
In and out.
Burger King.
In and out.
Hey, bro, huevos escondidos.
Huevos escondidos.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah, you were telling
It's a
us.
corn tortilla that they let inflate, and then they cut it, and then they drop an egg in there, and they make it either sunny side up or scrambled.
Kind of like a gordita.
Did you-
But yeah.
Did you post a video of that? I
haven't.
Oh, I swear to God, I just saw someone do that. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? But like,
And then they fry it, and then they serve it over whatever else they're serving. So there they had carne de puerco con chile, but those, oh man.
Now, do they cut it this way or this way?
Okay, so it inflates.
Right,
It
that-
inflates,
yeah.
And then they cut it.
Like on the seam?
Yeah, like right before the seam.
All right.
And then she cracks the egg and drops it
Just
in there.
slides it in there.
And then you're like, and then she puts it over some chile, then molcajete. So they're making the chile right there. She's
Freshly
making
made,
everything's getting made in front of you. I'm gonna
Not
post it.
not
I'm gonna
frozen.
post it.
Not
No.
frozen. Not frozen.
The eggs, you can hear the chicken, out in the back.
Get my egg back!
Literally in the backyard, right?
Yeah. And
Literally.
it's like you're sitting there on the table at their house, and the old guy's inside squeezing orange juice fresh. You can hear the thing. And then she's making chile de molcajete right there in front of you, roasting the chilies, everything, bro.
It's-
beans. It's just different.
It's amazing. No matter where you go, even when it's not even like the great, kind of like pizza. You can go anywhere. It doesn't matter how shitty the pizza's gonna be. It's gonna be fucking it's gonna be decent. And it's the same way. Like I've been to Mexico City in different parts, even just TJ Mexicali. Like, dude, you can hit some gems.
Well, even out there homemaking food, like it's gonna be delicious. You know?
Oh yeah,
Like,
they're at home making food.
like it's gonna be get out of here.
And I think, and what I noticed was there was a lot of people doing that now. At least in Bangkamo where I went, there was multiple like spots where it's like they've opened up their house, and now they're just letting you come in, and they're making. I think the one thing that everybody would make was enchiladas
Of course, that's a
because it's a staple. It's easy to make.
Yeah, everybody has enchiladas.
Yeah, so-
every restaurant you go to has enchiladas. Yeah.
So they're making enchiladas. They're making like just all kinds of food. It was good, man. The food was good. I actually lost weight because
Not even like processed
All that
food,
walking
like,
of videoing or what?
the walking
food.
and you want to know something? The portion size.
sure.
Yeah.
A
Are they
burrito there was like
Sure.
tiny,
They're smaller, right?
way smaller.
Let
Wow.
me get 4 or 5 of these.
Dude, you
right
have
here.
to, because you get a burrito here, man. It's like
Yeah, it's really
it's
Monstrous. That's
huge.
why. Yeah.
And then you go over there, it's like a taco. You're like, what? That's a burrito, but they're so flavorful, so tasty, so good.
So fresh. Everything's done
Yeah.
fresh there. I mean, like you said, they got chickens in their backyard. I
Yeah.
mean, they're literally chopping up the
Fresh.
chicken and getting the eggs from the chicken.
So I'm not anti tamales, bro, but just over them. Like I bought a ham to cook on Christmas, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
You know what
also,
I mean?
it's weird that right as tamales are becoming like a mainstream thing,
Yeah.
is when you're like at the height of your anti-tamale fight. Like, no, get all these out of here. I don't want these to be here.
It's funny because I was watching the commercial for Del Taco, and it's 2 African American guys talking about tamales. And at first I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like, it should be 2 Latinos, or you know what? Typical would be like an old lady Mexican old lady like
An
making
abuelita.
it. Yeah, and be
An
like,
abuelita
oh,
making
check
it.
out the tamales here. They're authentic. But and then like we were saying earlier, we're talking. It's like, well, that's not who their audience is.
Right. They're reaching out for the non-tamale eater.
Yeah.
To bring them into the fold with a safe tamale.
Yeah.
So I think that's a lot of times people don't know. People don't know how to order. You just walk up to the tamale lady. She don't speak no. You go in the Walmart parking lot. With the lady with with her hatchback open. It's like I don't. And
you're afraid it's too spicy.
Yeah, she doesn't speak English. You don't speak Spanish. It's like so now at least Del Taco, like if you're curious, what it might taste like now.
Come and grab one.
Right here you go.
Now, Jamie, you are a trained chef.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've made tamales.
Oh yeah, with my mother-in-law.
Okay, so
And they do them every year.
Yeah.
We get together at my mother-in-law's house or her sister's house, and they make tamales. It's a tradition. We do and have a couple drinks as we do them and stuff, and it's fun. And they're really tasty. They're real juicy and.
What's your favorite?
Chile verde. I got to go with the chile verde.
Pork or beef?
No, pork. Okay. Absolutely. Just more flavorful. I mean, they're all good. I like the corn. I like the sweet ones. They're good. But chile verde tamales, man, they're heaven, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we always used to do chile verde, but it would be chicken. And then the chile rojo would be pork.
Pork, yeah. Well, no, they do the chile verde with the pork. And because that's my favorite. I love that stuff. But I was telling you a little earlier, if you put a little mole on top of it, just a little mole sauce. Let me tell you something. That's just beautiful.
It changes it.
It changes the game, yeah.
Heck yeah.
And I every time I get tamales now, I gotta get the mole with it.
And don't forget to freeze your chile.
Yeah.
Oh
overnight.
yeah, bring out the flavors.
That's right. You freeze your chilies, you take them out a couple days later, thaw it out, and man, it's just much, much more better. It's just more flavorful.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man.
What do you think about other countries' tamales? I mean, I'm sure they've been making it forever, but I had a homeboy, William, and he's Salvadorian, and I remember his mom served us tamales once. Pupusas are bomb.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
But the tamales, and I bit into it thinking it was like a Mexican one, and I hit a bone and olives, potatoes, carrots. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm not saying that Mexicans have like we're the connoisseurs of tamales and we only know how to make them. Everyone has their own style, correct?
Yeah.
But because I think we're so dominant here as in the race that like the out of the Latinos.
Right.
Tasting that to me was like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah.
Is there any other tamales from any other country that
you know what?
enjoyed?
I got invited to a birthday party for this young kid that we knew from the gym. His mom and our kids the kids would hang out at the gym. So one day she says, "Hey, I'm having my son a birthday party. Would you mind coming down, bringing the kids?" So I said, "Yeah, let's go." So she brought out. She's from Guatemala. She brought out some tamales, and I've never had them. They were wrapped in banana leaves, and they were a little bit bigger than the normal tamale. And when I took a bite, I was like, "Oh shit, this is good."
Yeah.
But you're right; it had a chicken bone. It had the chicken thigh in it, right? So I was like, "What the hell is this, man?" I took it. I'm like, "Dude, did they drop this in there?" But no, she's like, "That's how they make it."
Yeah.
But the banana leaves just kept it so moist and flavorful because most of the tamales are dry.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's like eating chicken that's been cooked. You get stuck in the throat. You got to drink something to take it down. But the Guatemala tamales are by far. I hate to say this, my Mexicano people out there, my raza, the Guatemaltecos tamales are good, man. They're super good. And I don't want to say Mexican. Yeah.
Okay, well now what if we make the Mexican ones in
banana leaves? That would be something different. I've never seen that in the Mexicano in the Mexican tradition. Banana leaves just hold in flavor. If you see when they make what is it? They make
don't they make birria?
Birria or what is that other one that they do? Oh, I'm losing it right now. But they use banana leaves, and it just keeps everything very moist. Barbacoa, yes, the old-fashioned style. Yeah. They use banana leaves. Why? Because the banana leaves repels the steam, and it keeps everything inside. Yeah. It doesn't let it sink, seek out and stuff. But yes, if we were to do tamales with bananas leaves, let's say, maybe they might come out a little different. Yeah. You guys didn't hear that, guys. Nobody heard that. It's our secret. Let's try it.
Don't take the secret.
Yeah. Don't listen to that, guys. But but there's a lot of tamales out there from different parts of the world. I know my mom visited Russia once, and she was out there for about 2 weeks visiting Russia, and she came across a Mexican restaurant called Pancho Villa Cafe. And there was a lot of people in there, so I'm thinking, they gotta have tamales in there. You know, she didn't stop in there. She just passed by and saw it. She told me about it. I thought that was kind of cool. You know,
I would love to go to a Mexican restaurant in some other country like Russia. Like, all right.
I wonder how good it was.
I can't. Like,
you know what? You never know. You never know. You know, in Japan, there's a big Mexican market in Japan. A big restaurants. If you look at Japan, they've got a lot of Mexican restaurants out there. Tacos. They've got other stuff, birria and stuff, and they're doing really good out there. You know, and it looks really, really good. I don't know how tasty it is, but it looks good.
I've always noticed the Japanese culture to be like perfectionists.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, I'm not saying everyone like Russians are being lazy on making tacos,
No.
but when you're talking Japanese, those guys take it to another
like Japanese
level.
greasers and all that stuff are always the
Right.
best ones.
Hardcore.
Yeah. So when
Cholos.
Yeah, check out
They
the
do it
Japanese
better
cholos
than
out
how
there.
they do it here.
Yeah.
when they imitate something, like when they
They're good.
for sure.
They're good at what they do.
Oh,
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't be surprised if they really went and made it like delicious.
When my youngest sister went to Thailand, and she hated the food there, and I was like, she was like, "Why didn't you warn me?" And I was like, "People go there for that. Like, what do you mean? Why didn't I warn you about it? People go." But so she sought out a Mexican restaurant, in front, you know. So they go to the Mexican restaurant. And she was like, "This is terrible," you know. And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "Do you think there's gonna be a good Mexican food in Thailand? Get the fuck out of here."
Even Europe has a bunch of Mexican restaurants, but the people that are cooking out there, the people that are opening these restaurants are Mexicano.
Yeah.
Sure.
They traveled out there and they settled out there and they're creating their own Mexican restaurants out there now.
Well, that's how.
That's crazy. But you know, they don't get the same ingredients that we get here. You know, like the
Of
chipotle
course.
and other. They have to have all that imported. If they don't have it up there, they're gonna use what they've got. So, you know, who knows what it tastes like? But
that's how you spread culture.
Yeah.
Like that's how, like specifically when Thailand wanted to increase tourism, what they did was train a bunch of chefs and then ship them off to the U.S. Like because to go open restaurants. It's
Right.
like go spread our food. You
yeah.
know, so people that will come here and get it, and it's all the same. It's the exact same.
Well, you
thing.
know, I know a couple bands, and I talked to a couple bands here and there, and they always talk about how on tour they miss Mexican food. Because they're all from LA, you know what I'm saying? They're like, dude, the Mexican food. We've tried Mexican food in like England and here and there. They're like, oh no, dude. When I come home, I go get a burrito. I go get tacos, because it just
beat
miss
it with all
so
of this.
bad. Yeah.
Beat it.
Yeah. And you know what? Me personally, I wouldn't go to England and get that. I'd get something else. You know?
Sure. Like, what do you guys got?
Some fish and chips or something.
Yeah. What do you guys got over here? What do you guys eat at 3:00 in the morning?
Right.
Yeah. Fish and chips or some
fish
bangers.
and chips. You know what they're eating? I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. They go to McDonald's. They got a McDonald's out there. A few McDonald's, of course. And they're throwing their wrappers on the ground. I don't know if you've seen these videos, but there's wrappers all over. Like, they don't care, man. They drink, all that beer, and then they go to McDonald's and toss the wrappers on the ground.
In the McDonald's or everywhere?
Inside McDonald's and outside. If you look at videos in England, people getting drunk.
I'm about to say, it sounds like downtown.
Yeah. Well, like when we go to King Taco, even if we were drunk, late at night, 2, 3 in the morning, like early in the morning, say we would throw our trash in the trash.
Yeah,
That's out of respect.
That's like that.
Oh shoot, my phone. But it's our culture. We respect what we do and stuff. Most of us do, let's say. But yeah, there's a lot of Mexican restaurants all over the place. So you were mentioning that when people were on tour and stuff. We were in Miami for 2 years. I couldn't wait to get back to LA, just for the Mexican food, because I missed it so much.
Yeah, and then while being from here too, though, because I'm sure that everyone has their shit too. Like like if you're from Miami, you love the Cuban torta.
Yeah,
like,
like
you know what I mean, like
chicken
this.
and rice.
Yeah.
Cuban chicken and rice. They're like, you can't get it. Like
Arroz
Yeah.
con pollo, yeah. Vaca frita, all that good
Ropa
stuff.
vieja.
Yeah, lechon. Oh man, that was some good. When we got there, that's all I ate for about a whole month, maybe just Cuban food, because I was like, oh my god, it's so amazing,
Yeah.
and it is. You come back to LA, and there's a couple Cuban restaurants, and they're not as good as they were in Miami.
there's a
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
No, way different.
There was a guy that used to work with my dad. I don't even know what his name was. We just called him the Cuban. Because everybody's Mexican. Everybody's Mexican.
And he was
except,
Cubano.
except for the Cuban, And whenever there would be pay-per-view boxing, the Cuban would come over and he would make fucking chicken and rice.
Oh, nice.
And it was like, God damn. Every time he came over, I was like, oh, this is fucking like,
So good.
You were hoping for another fight.
Yeah, it's like, man, when does Oscar De La Hoya fight again?
Hell yeah, some rice.
Oh yeah, man.
Have you heard of any crazy? I remember one Christmas, I tried to make chorizo tamales, but I found out very quickly that I should have cooked the chorizo before.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
and I didn't. I put it in the masa.
So it was raw, yeah.
And then when it cooked, all the grease came out,
Right,
so
right.
it didn't work.
No, you would have to cook it first. You know, degrease it, of course. Take all the grease and then put it in there. Maybe cook it like maybe medium. No, not too overcooked because it's gonna cook inside. It's like a steamer and stuff.
Yeah.
But that sounds good. I just had a gordita on Sunday, and I did the chorizo con papa. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I had gorditas up in Mexico.
I could imagine.
Good.
I could imagine.
They were making them everywhere though. That's one thing I noticed. I think it was more popular than tacos was gorditas.
Was really?
Yeah.
They're more filling, I think. You know, they're more filling. They're a lot bit bigger and stuff. But yeah, gorditas are pretty. Yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah, and then right now I think the really popular that I've seen a lot on like social media is the birria tamales.
Yeah.
Those are
That's
coming
getting
out.
huge.
I think birria anything has been
I was
fucking.
gonna say, because am I crazy that I didn't know what that was until, you know what I mean, until for a long time?
Well, we went to wrestling.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, what? This is what?
And we went to Tijuana to go see Lucha Libre.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And there was a taco spot that we just, because, we were early. So we went and we ended up getting the consomme. And then Johnny got it. He was like, what is this? I go, dude, they saw it everywhere. It was like, how the hell did I not know?
Yeah, and then after that, then you start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
So you never had it before then?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty popular. I just kind of, like you said, I kind of myself got into it, by doing the videos. And now I've seen it around, but I never, I'm going to go out of my way because most of them were done by Chivo, which is goat. And I'm not a big fan of goat.
See, I'm not a big fan of goat at all. But when I was in Pancamo,
Okay.
I went. My cousin's like, you got to try it here. It's so different. Man, it was tasty.
I could imagine.
And there was none of that like funky like flavor. I don't know why.
Right.
Fresh. It's
Yeah.
not
Bro,
processed,
you know what?
man.
You're right. No,
all that shit's homegrown, fresh there in the farms.
I'm just telling you, man, it was missing that funk.
Believe it or not, a lot of the goats that they buy here to do birria are being shipped from New Zealand because they've got a big goat farm out there, big pastures and pastures. I guess you want it, yeah. So they're buying the stuff from New Zealand. Well, it's being shipped in from New Zealand. So can you imagine how long it's been before it gets from there here?
Sure.
Blah blah blah, and stuff. So they've been in the freezer for quite some time. So of course the flavors just, they're all dried up now. But the people in Mexico, they're doing them from their backyard. I remember being a kid going out to Chihuahua, and they killed a pig in front of us. And then they started cutting it up and all.
By the way, same here, and fucking crazy scarring for life. To kill a pig, you gotta stab that motherfucker in the heart.
Yeah.
That's how you kill a pig.
They killed a pig at my uncle's house in Pomona.
Oh shit, really?
Back in the days.
Oh man, I couldn't do it, man. I saw them do it, and I was like,
Yeah, dude, that's some hard shit.
I'm an animal
do
lover,
it?
so I
Did you
felt
kill
great.
the
No, I can't.
So you killed the pig.
No, not me personally. My
Oh,
uncle.
your uncle. Oh shit.
Yeah. I ate the chicharrones though.
And then
I did. I ate the chicharrones as well.
Yeah.
And then the goats, you have to hang them upside down and they slash your throats. That's fucking horrific.
We had one of those in my backyard.
Fucking kid, man. I don't know, like 5, 6. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What's up with Bambi? But yeah, I was a little bit older for the pig thing, but dude, you hear the squeals. I'm like, why are we?
It sounds like something being killed.
Oh yeah, it just sounds like someone just got stabbed in the fucking heart, and he can't say words, and all you hear is a I'm like, this is not
Help
okay.
me, Mario! Help me, Mario!
Dude,
they're stabbing me! Help me! Help me, Mario!
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But that's why the flavors are so full, like you said. They're just full of flavors, just because it's right there and then.
Fresh.
It's fresh. Doesn't get fresh in that.
It got killed that morning, right after that chicken laid an egg. That fucking pig got fucking phone checked, and then they slashed that. Hey, you know what, dude? No joke, man. There's some mafioso shit like in that community, like. Couldn't find no other better way. Like, we're going to hang this motherfucker and slash his throat. This pig, we're going to stab in the heart. No other way.
Right.
No, this is the only way.
It's like, no, there's other ways. It's not as fun.
That's how
but also, like, you don't want to shoot it and have the bullet in there or whatever.
Right. Right. Of course,
I don't know, suffocated, or I don't.
Nah,
either way,
it's worse.
Either way, it's, dude.
You know what? Either way, it's going to get eaten. So it doesn't matter.
Well, Farmers John here in LA, you know what they do, right? They hit them right in the top of the head.
Yeah.
And these, I know some guy that worked at one of the processing plants there, and he said these animals, they know what's going on. They know what's going to happen.
Sure.
They're squealing because they know what's going on. It's kind of sad, but there we are eating bacon and eating pork chops. Well, they're gonna close the plant down. They're gonna transfer it to some other place because the rent's gotten too expensive. But they've been there for what 100 years. They want to say.
You can smell it,
bro.
Yeah.
It smells like death.
It does.
I used to do a nightclub that used to be called the House Lounge right there in that little corner. And fuck, man, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it smells rancid.
Yeah.
I used to work at Cook Tractors, and we used to service the Bobcats.
Okay.
From Farmer John's.
Oh wow.
And so it has a claw on the bucket, and the pigs that aren't moving no more or whatever, they'll grab him, claw him, and then put him somewhere. I don't know if it's dog food, whatever. It's going somewhere. They ain't going.
Food for less, for sure.
Wow.
And they would bring that tractor to get serviced, and there was a list, and the names were on there, because no one ever wanted to work on it. There were people that'd be like, "Yo, I'm next, bro, but I'll give you $100 to take my spot."
Really?
It stunk so bad you can smell it, and you'd have to go in the back and clean it, first before you start working on it.
Right.
And you're steaming it, little pieces of bone, blood, all kinds of shit, and it just stinks. And I don't know if this is true, but they would always say that the guy that would be driving that Bobcat would do it in shorts and then in those like plastic boots and gloves, and he was just a crazy ass dude. And I was like, you have to be.
Yeah, he just didn't care anymore after a while. I guess,
you're just grabbing him and throwing. I was like, damn. Wow. And to go home and smell like that?
Yeah, that's a brutal job. I couldn't do it.
I don't care how much free bacon or Dodger dogs you're giving me. Hell no, bro.
Dodger dogs.
This dude is doing some weird shit to some meat at night.
Yeah.
This dude is like banging pigs' heads for all we know and doing other weird shit.
That sounds good.
That's crazy.
Banging pigs' heads. By the way, aren't they headlining next year?
Exactly. That's a great name for a band. Pig's Heads.
Banging pig heads.
There you go.
Performing at the night market.
Avenue 26 on Imperial, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys January 6th on a Friday, guys. You guys got to come down and try the food there. The gorditas, as we were talking about the gorditas, they're amazing.
I'm free on the 6th.
January 6th, Friday.
You guys will be my guests, man. You guys come down. We'll walk up and down the market. Try some of their good food. They got a bunch of stuff there that's really.
Is anyone selling tamales there?
You know what? They do have tamales.
You don't have to eat them.
No. I'm just trying to, like.
Actually, they've got 2 stands. I think they've got tamales, and they just gave some to my wife. I picked some up on Sunday, and one of them happened to be from Guatemala. So she hasn't tried them because she's not feeling too good. So. But she put them in the freezer. So.
Well, we miss you, Chicana Foodie. Hope you're feeling better. Sending our love out there, and hopefully have you back in the studio as well. You can tell us about your Guatemala experience.
There you go, the tamales.
Anything crazy that you've ever seen people make or do with tamales? Like, flavors, or like I said, I tried the chorizo. It just didn't work. But, hey.
I mean, everybody's trying different things and stuff. I know, like you said, they come from like El Salvador and other places and stuff. I mean, the traditional ones, that I've come across are just the ones from Mexico and, from Guatemala and other, but nothing crazy. I mean, like you said, the birria ones are kind of new. I mean, I know they've been around for a while, but they're not, now they're more up, the public side and stuff. But no, nothing too crazy, but just.
Because I've seen right now a hot thing too is the torta. With tamales in it, though.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
yes. I tried that not too long ago.
How was it?
That was actually really good.
How did they make it moist? Because the sandwich is already hard. You got to put mayonnaise and all this shit on it just to make it.
What he did was he did a birria. It's if you don't mind me saying, Turi's birria is in La Chancla Market over in L.A. So what he does a birria torta, and he toasts the bread, really toasted, really nice on the plancha, and then he does he puts what does he put on there? He puts a bunch of other stuff, and he puts a birria. Birria with the whole juice and stuff, and then he puts a tamal inside and cuts it in half. So the juices of the birria with the tamal, it just that corny flavor it goes. It's different and it's good. It's like it's filling.
It's like 3 things in one.
Yeah.
Because I also seen the chilaquiles burritos, and I've seen the chilaquiles tortas as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember going on your page the first time you were gonna come on, and crazy we didn't talk about it. At least I don't think we did. But I saw you on an episode of Carnival Eats.
Carnival Eats, yeah. Yeah, that was in 2015. I did Carnival Eats with host Noah Cap.
Yeah.
They called us and they came down and they, that was my recipe was what I was doing. I was doing something different. I was doing just the tacos that I was doing was traditional Mexican tacos, but I was using my salsas in the mix. apart from that, I topped them off with the teriyaki glazed cabbage, onion, cilantro, and a little bit of cotija cheese. I know it sounds crazy. You're thinking teriyaki glazed cabbage, all this other stuff, and then our raspberry habanero hot sauce, and you're going, I'm not gonna eat that.
No, isn't that the one a girl ran for and she started crying?
No, in Mississippi. She came down because she wanted the green basil jalapeno salsa, and she was like, well, what are you talking? And she got mad and laughed. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, we did our stuff different. Carnival Eats came down. They did that episode, and they loved it. They loved it. After we stopped filming, they were talking about it, that they've never had anything like that. I'm like, well, I love Asian food. I'm a huge Asian food. I love Chinese food. I love Japanese food. Anything Asian, Thai food, all that good stuff. So I kind of wanted to infuse some of that culture, that flavor into my tacos, and yeah, it worked. It really worked. People thought it was different. You know?
Talking about Chinese, man. There's a huge population of Chinese in Mexicali.
Huge.
They built. There were so many that they built underground tunnels.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's true.
Because after they built the
like railroad workers,
they built the railroads here.
I'm being serious.
No, they did, and they after they were done, the government was
they were here.
They
were
out of
here. Yeah.
So they used those tunnels to hide from the government, from the forces, as police or whatever. So they did underground tunnels to hide from all them people. I mean, from the authorities. Yeah. And that's crazy. But they created a bunch of restaurants. So some of the best restaurants are in Mexicali, believe it or not. Some really good restaurants. Yeah.
I traveling from Mexicali to go to TJ, stopped in Tecate.
Okay, Tecate.
And found an amazing Chinese Szechuan kitchen restaurant.
Really? In Tecate?
In Tecate.
Wow.
Fuck. It's on the main road. There's only one road that goes through Tecate. It's the only bomb fucking Chinese, Chinese Szechuan kitchen.
Wow.
Fucking, oh shit. I would go back just for Tecate for that.
When we were growing up, Tecate, Tecate is a great place. When we were growing up, we used to go down to Tijuana every, at least twice a month. My dad had a house in Mexico. He rented, so we would go pick up money and exchange it to what's called. But there was a little Chinese restaurant right there in La Revelacion, just around the corner. And it was funny because every time we'd walk in, the owner would see my dad and go, he knew what my dad wanted. The best food I've ever had. I don't think any restaurant that I go to now, Chinese, can compare to that Chinese restaurant. And it's funny because the guy didn't speak Spanish and my dad didn't speak Chinese, but somehow they would communicate and he would bring out what my dad wanted. And you could never get that in there, man. I couldn't get that flavor. And I went back a couple years to see if it was still there and was gone. No. But man, it was some of the best Chinese food I've ever eaten.
I've been wanting to try that Hong Kong's in Tijuana.
I heard the Chinese food there in there is pretty good, man.
Just do it, Steve. It's a brand new year.
I don't know. I got a friend that did a video on that where he's actually walking in. He's got his wife filming. It's just a funny video. It's a viral video. His name's Oscar Celedon out of Cocina Vlogs in Tijuana. He's got his own little channel out there. And he goes, I'm going to go to Hong Kong and check it out. So he walks across the street. He's walking towards Hong Kong. And then the video cuts real fast. And it goes into where he's walking into a church. And he's like this. And everybody's like, yeah, right, man. Yeah, right. So he's like, so everybody's like talking about it and stuff. But yeah, Hong Kong's Chinese food, Revelacion. I've never been there, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. See what a corny joke gets a good story. All right, man. Do we start on rapping?
Let's all right. So how are we going? So we know that last year that the winner was Wiener Schnitzel. Are we?
I don't think there's any winners. You know what I mean? There's only losers in this. But
I guess
we're gonna eat them anyways.
This is us opening the bag.
All right. So we got.
Okay, these are the original, just whatever.
All right.
No sauce, nothing on it.
Okay. And this is this is
Del Taco.
Del Taco and Wiener Schnitzel, right?
Yeah, this is a Del Taco.
Well, you guys, I don't know if you guys know about this, but Del Taco started with Taco Bell, and he was a manager.
Oh, I saw that.
He came out as just a worker, went into management, and next thing you know, he opened up Del Taco, and that was his, But they started with that, and Taco Bell was a huge seller of tamales. They sold tamales all many years and stuff. So
I'm gonna pass it on.
Right. D Rotten from the Dungeon Podcast. Shout out to everyone who's logged in, hanging out. You guys have any questions? Have any tamale stories? Good ones. We really want the bad ones. You guys can call in at 909-475-7449. D says Del Taco is the best. Del Taco what?
Just Del Taco.
I would say out of the two chains, I prefer Del Taco.
Over Wiener Schnitzel?
No, over Taco Bell.
Oh.
Wait, we
We split
splitting
it.
these?
Yeah.
Cheap ass Steve couldn't buy fucking one for each one.
I don't want a whole.
Yeah, I didn't even want any. To be honest with you, but we have a special guest.
All right, I'm just gonna get this here real quick.
To be honest with you, I was like, you know what? This is not I want a whole one kind of meal.
Yeah, it's a couple bites.
All right, so
a couple bites is just fine.
Half of that and then pass it.
okay, cool. All right, let's try this. And this is with chili sauce, huh?
Yeah, this is their chili. This is their smothered chili.
Wiener
You
Schnitzel.
know, it's funny, but every time we did these events and stuff, they would ask us for cheese or sour cream. And I'm like, no, we don't do that.
Sure. Of course they
I
want
love
cheese
sour
and
cream.
Yeah, they want, yeah, they like cheese and sour cream. I'm like, no, this isn't Taco Bell.
The only thing this Wiener Schnitzel one could use is some fucking sour cream.
Is it dry or no?
No, but once you said that, I was like, ooh, that would be. And because the Del Taco one has sour cream.
Yeah.
Like
All right, so I mean, I think everyone's just digging in. Has anyone tried the
Del Taco one?
Okay.
Has a good like sauce. You know, it's their typical sauce, the red sauce.
Yeah.
But it is dry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try the Wiener Schnitzel. So what do we have here?
It's the Wiener Schnitzel. So it's a tamale with because I don't want people to be like, oh, you don't say tamale. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fucking Mexicans. Come on.
A tamale.
But
tamale.
it has their signature chili and cheese.
I will say with the Del Taco one, Del Taco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still dry.
This moss is thick as fuck on it.
Yeah.
Still not as dry as fucking El Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
If you want to choke on some fucking breading, eat that.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Again, I mean, Wiener Schnitzel, bro.
You know what?
Schnitzel's the shit, man.
You know what? I'm eating the Wiener Schnitzel right now, and I'm thinking this is pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
fucking.
I'm not gonna.
But it's a chili though.
It's a chili, yes, absolutely. The chili makes it. You know, yeah.
Dude, a little crema on there
Yeah.
would be the shit.
Now,
man.
if they
Like-
were serving these at my house, I might get back into them.
You know,
I want to talk shit
I've never
on
had
this Wiener Schnitzel tamale, and you can't, man.
No.
You fucking can't.
That sauce is what gets it.
Yeah, the sauce. I've never had a Wiener Schnitzel tamale or Del Taco tamale. It's my first time actually having them.
Yeah, check it out.
But the Wiener Schnitzel is not bad at all.
Dude.
I'm gonna take a drink.
I think they actually sell the chili now separate.
Yeah.
So I'm taking that to my sister's house.
They
you
just
go.
slap this on some
On
tamale.
everything.
All right, here we go. This is the Del Taco.
Del Taco.
The Del Taco one is not good.
I'm not bummed on it, but that Wiener Schnitzel one is.
Very dry.
Yeah.
Del Taco, very dry.
That moss
Even
is
with the
thick as
sauce.
fuck,
Yeah, the masa is dry. Yeah. And that's one thing about that. You got to make them nice and fluffy and juicy, but not moist. There you go. But they can't make it like that. They gotta, maybe the banana leaves. We'll try that next time.
Yeah.
Do some banana leaves on tamales and see how they come out. I'm sure they'll come out really moist and stuff.
Hey, but the Del Taco one, I will say, does have like flavor.
It does. It's not. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all, but it's just a little, it's a little dry.
The dryness. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that make flavorful tamales, but when you get into that dry tamale, man, it's just and then they fall apart like crumble.
Yeah.
It ain't a cookie, homie.
I would like to congratulate Wiener Schnitzel for stepping outside of their lane, outside of the hot dog lane. You know what I mean? Like
Extremely outside
This
of
is
the
not
lane.
what they do. This is not what Wiener Schnitzel does.
German company
God
doing
damn it! You just.
tamales.
There you go. That's right.
I'm really convinced now that they could put whatever they want to and put some of that chili on there, and it would be delicious.
Das Boot.
It's not the tamale. It's just Wiener Schnitzel chili.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah, but you know what? The masa is really good on this, and so was the inside. So was the chile, the carne. It's really flavorful.
It had flavor in
A
there.
lot of
Like
flavor.
it wasn't.
So they know, whoever's doing these know what they're doing.
It was not bad.
And the chili does
man.
add that extra added flavor, takes that juiciness and stuff. So it's really good.
Yeah.
I've never had these before. I get the tamales from the corner, from the lady at the corner.
Yeah.
With the champurrado. You can't go wrong with that. But this is the first time I actually have this. And I got to say, the Wiener Schnitzel's for me, man. This is...
Woo! I can see Jimmy doing a commercial for them now. Like, all of a sudden, we're going to see him. We're going to be, like, scrolling through the TV. Like, what the hell?
They're like, look,
He
all
took
right,
our sponsor.
We did. They're like, all right, we're gonna reach out. Like we did the non-tamale eaters.
Yeah.
this next advertisement reaching out to people.
Well, no, this would be Wiener Schnitzel.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so they did. So now Wiener Schnitzel are like, no, we're reaching out to
tamale
and say, yo, if you love tamales, you'll love this. Like this is even better. And then we'll have fucking Jimmy in the fucking commercial.
Hey, all right. I've never had it. I like it. It's good. It's flavorful. Now I think the next time I pass by there, I'll think twice about it and stop.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I only stop for tamales once a year, and it's today for this show.
Now, when did they come out with these tamales for Winter Schnitzels? Because I've never seen them on the menu. I don't go there much.
I think they're for sure seasonal.
Yeah.
And they usually, I mean, I know they didn't last year because we brought them in. So every year.
Every year?
But it's seasonal.
Okay.
Last year, I felt like the tamales were all bought from the same vendor.
Sure.
And then everyone decided to
Just
do
add
what they
their
wanted.
little-
But I will say this, Del Taco did step their game up and tried to do something different from last year.
Right. With the chili, sour cream.
Yeah, like they were like, hey, at least they were putting effort into it. You know, they watched the show.
How about you put all that shit inside of the tamale and outside? Like, just dump it up with sauce.
Like a wet burrito.
Yeah, exactly. You got to cover it up.
I think you have to. I think that's your next step, Del Taco. Wet it. But I will say this, for a Mexican chain, they do make a pretty nice little burger. That Double Del.
Del Taco? I mean, fuck.
Yeah, Del Taco.
Double Del's good.
They're good. Their food's really good.
I used to live walking distance from Big Daddy's in Harbor City. It was where I lived, Del Taco, and then the shop. So, like, I would walk by. I lived walking distance, so I would walk by Del Taco on the way to work and walk by it on the way home, you know? And I thought that Del Taco right there.
And they know you.
They did for a while, for sure.
Yeah, I know that Del Taco. My cousin Paul lived in the apartments, I think, across the street for a while.
I still say with all the tamales, I still need to bring some, hands down, some of the best tamales I've ever had, and I don't think no one beats them, is Sandra Tamales in East LA, right off of Whittier Boulevard.
Sandra's Tamales?
Sandra's Tamales.
Where's she at?
In East LA?
Is Sandra there, or is she not there?
I don't know.
Picture
She
of a
might be
little
there.
girl or something, right?
Yeah. Amazing tamales. They're not dry, and they have the salsa roja. It's wet. So delicious. So moist. Flavor.
Do they come in different flavors, like
They have the most flavors that I've seen on any other spot. I think they even offer.
They got all kinds of
Yeah,
31
man.
Baskin Robbins over there. They got 31 flavors.
Do you know
Hell
who sucks? I mean, in my opinion, in tacos now is King Taco, but they make good tamales.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
make
tamales
great
are
food,
good. Tamales
they're
are
pretty
good. You know, it's funny. I went there on Sunday. Got some King Taco, just because it was convenient and stuff. And again, I'm disappointed. I don't know why I spent like $45 on that stuff.
But someone said it's the sauce, like the hot sauce.
It's just not.
People
It's
love.
not the same anymore. Yeah,
No?
it's just not the same anymore. I stopped there because I was coming back from the night market, and I said, you know, I'm gonna get something for the family, and I didn't want to go anywhere else. And it's on my way home. I figured I'd just stop there, and I ended up getting me something too. I got me a burrito, all beef burrito. And I wanted to try because the last conversation we had, we talked about how juicy the burrito was with the flavors and stuff. And I got an all beef. It used to be. Yeah, you're right. So I got an all beef burrito, which I never get because I love onions, beans, and rice. And I tried it, and it was disappointing. The flavors are just not there anymore. Yeah, it's sad because I was looking for that lemony flavor with that, just that flavor. It doesn't have anything. So.
Jimmy, you talking my language, man. We on the same wavelength.
I know.
Right
I
here.
felt like I heard. That's how I hear you talk.
I was like, oh my God, we're like, yeah. I want to
man.
go eat with this guy. He knows what's
We're
up.
going to January 6th.
Hey, you know what? I
let's
already
go.
put that shit on my calendar. That shit is
do it.
going down.
We'll do a walk around. We'll check out some of the stands. There's a lot of stuff. So come hungry because there's a lot of good stands.
I'm not sure I could deal with Mario. Fucking being surrounded by wonderful food all night.
By the way, one of my favorite. I used to love going to over there by the streets of Avenue. I don't know if it's the same spot, but by Avenue 26. I think it's Lincoln Heights or.
It was Lincoln Heights. That's where they originated from.
I mean, going to the lunch trucks used to meet up, and then parking lots, and that's how it kind of started with all this other crazy shit before all this 626 night market, which I used to love going to. Then shit just got fucking uberly expensive and just became more of a it is about the food, but definitely more of a cool wow factor versus like it'd be just like my favorite lunch truck that I know is gonna be here once a week, and they serve fucking bomb ass. The thing I used to love to get back in the day, sushi burritos. Couldn't get that everywhere.
Sushi burritos. Yeah.
Fuck.
My friend did the 626 market, and I'm not gonna say what it is or whatever, 'cause I don't want to burn her. But she was saying that she did the first. She had signed up for 2 weekends. The first weekend she called me up, said like, "Fuck, I didn't do good. I didn't do this." She has a good product, but I told her the same thing you said. I said, "Look, it's not about what you're selling. It's about how it looks." And the next week, she flipped it and added some stuff to give it that wow factor.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "Yo, I couldn't the line was crazy." She goes, "I haven't made this much money ever."
For those who haven't been to the 626, the lines get extremely long just to walk around with whatever novelty, like my drink comes in a fucking a light bulb shape thing or whatever.
That was real popular. Yeah.
Fuck, the ramen in a cup. There's a bunch of things, there's cool. I guess you can buy like at a carnival. It reminds me a lot of carnivals.
That's what it is, yeah.
And carny shit's happening, man. And sometimes there's really good vendors, and sometimes it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you here? Like, it doesn't make fucking sense. But I love food. I would travel for food. I just don't want to get gouged by it. But that's 66. And just because you want to look cool, that shit is like, holy fuck.
That's what it is. It's just it's a cool spot to go to, and it's kind of like where you want to be seen at. Yeah. But if you're looking for some good food and a good vibe, I mean, like I said, you guys can come down to Avenue 26 on Imperial. It's cool. What I love about it, it's just a straight street. So you're not, zigzagging around trying to find what
yeah.
You're just walking down a straight line, and you can say, I want this, I want that. You know what? I'm going to get this over here. Shit, I'm going to get that over there. So you can pick and choose what you want all in one street. And that's what I love about it, And that's why I'm super supportive of them and all the vendors there. And they're really good people, man. Hardworking people that really, care about their people, care about their food and stuff. And you can tell when you taste it. I don't know if you guys saw that video we did. We did the pupusa, the bomb pupusas.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good, man. She deep fries the pupusa, and you put a little bit of the cortida in it, you put the salsa, and then you just open them up, and they're just full of flavor, man.
At first, I thought it was those Cuban potato balls.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, damn, because that shit looked like a softball.
Yeah, that thing was huge. Well, yeah, man, but it's a pupusa, deep fried. And I know somebody on deep fried pupusa on a ball with all the fixings in the middle. You put the cortida is how you say it? Cortido. And then you put the salsa on top, and it was super good. And then somebody got mad at me and says, those are not pupusas, blah, 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 blah. And I go, hey, man, it is what it is, it's just different.
You can't tell someone what it's not. The lady made them.
Yeah.
I am not the one that came up with the name.
No, she got mad, and then I wrote her back, and then somebody else got on her, and they started arguing amongst themselves, and I'm like, whoa, okay, let them argue. I'm not going to argue with this. Yeah. But they were good. And I go back, and it's fun. It's funny because after we're walking, my wife goes, hey, do you have any left? I said, no. She looks at me, she goes, you ate them all? There was 3 of them, and they were big, and I ate them all because they were good. And then she goes, you didn't say anything? She was all pissed off. And I said, well man.
I'm about to say, that's a dick move, man. You didn't say fucking something for your wife? Yeah. You should get yelled at. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with us?
Are we going to get any?
We're not going to get shit, Johnny.
No. We'll make sure you guys get your own plate there, man.
I already called him out.
Yeah. He'll be like, but you know what? I like that. I'm going to tell you something, though. I always hate when you go somewhere and someone's like, do you want fries? Nah, I'm good. And then you get yours, and they're like, let me have some.
Let me go get some.
Those fries are looking pretty good right there.
Cool. I wanted all of these fries. That's why I ordered it.
My wife, do you want something to eat? No, I'm okay. I'm not hungry. All right, I'm going to get something. And then I'm eating, and she's like looking at my plate, grabbing. I'm like, I asked you if you wanted something. I didn't want it at the time. Now she wants it. I'm like, come on, man.
Well,
get off my plate.
Yeah. No. But
especially when it's something like a burrito or something, someone takes a bite, you feel like that was the best bite. That's the best one right there.
Yeah, or you're giving them a shitty bite. Like, can I have a bite? Yeah, you can have the first bite. Like, you
get
all tortilla.
What is
all tortilla?
My favorite bite of the burritos is at the very end.
The last.
Bro.
Where all the juice comes down.
It's all falling.
Yeah. Dripping down your hands.
Yeah.
Jimmy, we're best friends. Can we go eat after this?
Let's go, man.
I've always said the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast is like the last bite of a burrito. I've always said that.
I love it. Yeah, that's right.
That is my favorite part.
It is because you're right. All the juices, everything
flavors,
settled there.
Everything's at the way at the bottom.
I like when it's like
mushy
and you're full. But it's like it's gonna be good. Like I have to eat this.
Yeah,
I have to eat this.
You're sinning if you don't.
Like
what's wrong with you?
I am so full right now.
But you take that last bite.
But I have to eat this because it's gonna be the best one.
It is. The tortilla is folded up like this. You get that nice little masa within your mouth and stuff, and just.
as opposed to the first couple bites
tortilla.
where it's like, I have to get through this. Like, I got to get through this to get to the good stuff.
To get to the
so if
greasy
you want to
part.
bite, you can fucking have the first bite.
Hell yeah.
Maybe the second one, as long as it's not in the same direction as the first one.
Yeah.
You know, you got to switch sides. If you're gonna take the second bite too, you're getting all tortilla. You're getting all tortilla again.
My favorite spot is Oscarin Tacos right here, right off of Alameda.
Oscarin Tacos.
You know what? Speaking of Christmas, do they have ponche there?
You
the
don't
night market?
No.
What is that?
No.
It's like a Mexican style punch, but it's hot. So it's like a hot drink.
Okay.
So it's almost like I don't want to say it's like Kool-Aid punch.
It's sort
like a fruit punch.
But they put more fruit into
in it.
it.
So it's like a fruity punch, which is what it's kind of like just a bunch of fruits in it, and then they heat it up. So I know. You know what? That's not really popular that I've seen. You know, a lot of the places I've been to is not doing. They're doing the champurrado, the café de olla, stuff like that. But not that. You're right. That's
but normally the ponche is good. The ponche is supposed to be served with alcohol too, though.
You can
for the most part.
Yeah,
I mean, you add a little tequila to it or something. And it makes it even
I
better.
think there's more a stag to it. So I mean, it's not necessarily a everyone drink.
What do you need besides horchata and champurrado? Like that, you don't need.
I'm not a champurrado guy.
You don't need. Well, that's why you have horchata. You can drink that. Like you don't need anything else.
I'm not a fan of it too much either.
Champurrado is the bomb, man. It's comforting. It's you can go, you go to one of these markets and it's nice and cozy, cold outside. You drink this champurrado and it just kind of warms the soul. And you sit there and you just want to drink it and relax and watch people.
It has to be thick.
And
Because I've seen some that's watery.
No,
as hell.
I don't like that.
No, I want it like a shake.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's
Like
got to
a
have those
malt.
little textures inside. That little texture.
Crackers,
Yeah. So I mean, I had some at the market.
I want it gritty too.
Yeah, it's got to have that little sandy type of stuff.
I want that cinnamon grit in there, man.
See? Yeah, man.
No, I love champurrado. Champurrado
That's why I
café de
want
olla.
ponche.
You know what? I haven't had it. Now that you mention it, I haven't had it in many years. But I know that I've had it in the past.
Yeah. How about buñuelos?
Ooh.
My mother would make them every year.
My mama makes them.
They don't
good.
make
My
them
mother.
there?
No, she's gonna be 91.
No. At the market.
No.
What's that?
No.
A buñuelo is like a deep fried flour tortilla, and then they put cinnamon on it and sugar, but they also have a syrup. There's a syrup that they make.
It's dipped in cinnamon that's melted. So it's a cinnamon covered. That's how my mom makes them. It's not powder. It's just dipped in cinnamon.
You ever try a Mexican pizza at
Taco
Bell,
Yeah.
right? That shell, it's kind of crunchy. That's like what they do, but they put cinnamon on it. They put cinnamon on it, so when you take that bite, you hear that crunch.
Yeah.
And it's good. It goes with café de olla or champurrado or something. So it's a little treat.
Like a little nighttime treat.
Yeah. It's so good, man.
How's it possible that I'm fucking starving after eating 2 different versions of a tamale?
Because you want to get rid of the flavor.
Dude, I ended up with the Wiener Schnitzel, and I'm still rocking and rolling. I wish I had another one right now.
Yeah, I'm keeping my little box, man, just a reminder to go back. Man, this is really good.
We'll wash it
That's
out.
some of those.
There you go. Here's a plain.
That's a Wiener Schnitzel plain.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a sad one.
No, it's a chili that made that
Yeah,
tamale.
100%.
The chili.
I'm not eating a plain one.
That was really good though.
Steve said that the buñuelos, or swinging Steve, said the buñuelos are just flat funnel cakes. Nah, they're not.
I mean, they're flat, but it's tortilla versus like a dough.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a dough, but it's like...
Because a funnel cake is more like a batter.
Right. It's way thicker, like a donut-ish kind of thing, and where this is like a flour tortilla, straight crunch. Imagine like a tortilla chip, but not. But it's a chip, but it's flour. It's amazing.
Holy shit.
You know what, Johnny? My mom hasn't made some in a while. Just for you, I'm going to ask your mom. You need to make some fucking buñuelos.
He's going to go tell her, not for me. I don't want
No,
one.
for Johnny.
Make them all for just Johnny.
Yeah. The Minnesota Mexican has not had a buñuelo yet,
that's
especially this style. So.
My cousin Paul used to work for Knott's, and he used to make 4-inch thick funnel cakes.
Oh, nice.
He didn't give a shit.
yeah.
And people would be walking. He said that people would be walking, and they'd be like pissed off. Why didn't you give me that funnel cake? Because they had a little thin one. I want that big ass funnel cake.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's when Robert De
funnel
Niro
cakes.
comes and he's like, I want the same amount of blueberries in every muffin. You
Yeah.
ever seen Casino?
Yep.
Come on, never mind.
Yep. Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah, he's like, I can't believe there's fools walking around with that funnel cake right
4
there.
inches high.
I got this little bullshit funnel cake.
Yep.
Yeah, funnel cakes are good, man.
Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, I love Knott's.
If they got one thing, they got a good funnel cake.
Dude, I have to now. I'm too old. I have to pick between rides or funnel cake.
You got to go to the south,
do
man.
Both.
Where they do the carnivals and stuff. They've got the elephant ears, I guess what they call them, where they fill them up with all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
and those are very popular. And they're super good. The batter, whatever they use in them, there's not like you go to the Pomona State Fair and you try to get one there, and it's not the same as the South. It's crazy. You know, we were driving by the Crane's Chicken over in Monterey Park, and we stopped there a couple of times. But we had Crane's Chicken in Louisiana once. Way different.
Frying stuff is what they do.
Yeah.
You know, in the South, that's what they fucking
It's like asking them to make Mexican food. It ain't gonna work.
No, exactly.
They got generations and generations of frying food.
They have that same oil there. Just like the pizza has the what is it called?
The dough
the yeast. There's some pizza shops that have the same yeast from like when they first started.
That's what gives it flavor, believe it or not. You know, I mean, it's sad, but a lot of these, if you go to a lot of these, these restaurants and you look at the grills or if they have the fryer right there and you see the grease is dark, that's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Technically, you're supposed to, get it out, but it builds flavor.
Yeah.
You know, now the health
like a cast iron.
Yeah, exactly. If the health inspector comes in and sees that, that's a
look, inspector, we're building fucking flavor, man. Yeah. Leave us alone.
By the way, fun fact that if you deep fry anything, I don't know if it's just in Compton or not, but if you deep fry anything, there's a deep fry fucking tax that you gotta pay.
In Compton?
Yeah.
Really?
Like at a restaurant? Restaurant? What if I deep fry turkey at my house for Thanksgiving?
That's fine.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
I thought you were telling me it was illegal right now.
And another fun fact for Knott's, you don't have to walk in and go buy a funnel cake. There's a little shop that you can actually stop in before you get inside. Just pull up, free fucking parking if you want to go get a funnel cake.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, because I've done that before because I'm a fat fuck.
With the ice cream.
Yeah, of course with the ice cream.
Yeah,
better. No, he doesn't know.
Oh,
you saw his face like, oh,
shit. I mean, I've had it once, but I try not to because then it's just a lot of sugar.
So you're telling me you eat funnel cake without ice cream?
Yeah. Because no matter
with all
what.
the jelly.
A little bit, because here's the thing. I'm already going to get pissed off at my funnel cake because it's going to get all over my clothes because no matter how you eat it, it's just going to get everywhere. And that powder shit is fucking...
So, but you're there for the funnel cake, though.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get the full ride.
I can't even imagine. I would rather have the ice cream and no funnel cake than funnel cake and no ice cream.
No, I'd rather have the fucking funnel cake.
I can't believe what I'm talking
Hey, well,
about.
do you see what Swinging Steve says?
What do you say?
If it's not all over, if it doesn't get all over the place, it don't belong in your face. He's right about that.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's funnel cake, bro. It's going to get
You got to get all over your face. You know, all that powdered sugar is going to get all over your nose, all over your mustache, your little goatee. It's going to get all over the place.
I had a beard, and that's why I hated my beard because I would eat a lot of ramen and ice cream, and that shit just got everywhere. Like, you know what? No, this is way too much. I want to enjoy food and not get in my fucking face. Nope.
I was eating ice cream the other day, and it was all over my mustache, and my wife's like, it's all over your face. I'm like, it's right.
Just let it dry.
Yeah, let it dry, lick it up later.
Leave me alone.
I think the only thing for me is when I drink water and I have too big of a mustache, it starts going down the edges. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
The struggle of a mustache. Yeah. Shit, man.
That's why I don't even try to have one anymore.
You know what? You know what, Blue Frost? I have not had the fried chicken at Knott's in a while. It was.
That is amazing. That is
really
so
good.
good.
It's still good.
That
So
fried
good.
chicken was the shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's still good. Yeah. It's still good. I don't know who was telling us the story. Maybe it was here, maybe it was somewhere else, of how Knott's started and how she was making the chicken just for the workers.
Oh,
and
really?
then it became something.
Because I know it was a berry farm.
Yeah.
Like it was a real berry. So that would make
and
sense.
And it came from
chicken.
somewhere back east or Midwest or Mid-East or whatever, you know.
The Middle East, like Iran?
No. I do. Yeah, I don't know exactly where they came from, the family, but they did come from somewhere out there in the West, Midwest.
Yeah,
and they moved out this way and stuff.
Yeah.
So, they brought that Southern cooking with them. That not Southern, but that's Midwest.
Fried,
deep fried stuff.
Deep fried stuff, and then
anything like you said, anything that's deep fried in the South is just something different than it is here. But like saying like Florida doesn't have Mexican food. You come here and the Mexican food out there's a difference, man. And the barbecue.
Everyone has their thing. You know what I'm saying? And if they didn't, we wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? It's crazy how it's all about food. You go to Texas, you want barbecue.
Louisiana blew my mind with the what is it, the Creole cooking, the Creole food, I guess you can call it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I had alligator out there. Never thought I'd eat alligator. And shit, I thought it was good.
It
was a little
before.
fishy. It was a little fishy.
Yeah, I've had gator here before.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I had it in New Orleans. The only time I was there, I ate some fucking.
You would have to eat? Yeah, hell yeah. That or get some voodoo shit going on. I don't know. You got to go do some
What
voodoo
did you think
shit.
of the alligator? Yeah, voodoo shit.
It was fine. Yeah, but it's the same thing, kind of tough.
Kind of fishy,
kind
kind of gummy,
it was
chewy
like,
and stuff, yeah.
The only thing alligator I got was boots.
Ooh,
I just got them from Leon when I went.
Hell yeah.
Some alligator black ones.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's the only alligator I
Eat
ate.
some abastrus.
I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Can't wait to say that.
Yeah, now you can. Fuck yeah.
That's funny. I was reading about the Knott family.
Oh, Johnny's over here doing
doing research for the next
Hell
show.
yeah, there we go,
They were
Johnny.
sold berries and chicken. It was like basically what we said.
Okay, berries and chicken.
Berries and chicken. I mean, and they do have one once a year. They do have,
boysenberry season.
boysenberry, yeah.
Dude, that boysenberry's awesome.
You know what?
I love that stuff.
I just seen one of their commercials, and it was on Instagram. And listen to me, Knots.
Oh,
Don't use
shit.
those fake ass foodies. They're actors. They're not real foodies. No one's heard of the people that you're claiming are foodies. And get my man right here, Jimmy Sauce, to come out there.
That's right.
and eat it with real ass
Jimmy
followers.
Sauce coming at ya.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just it was fake. You can totally tell. You're like, oh, these guys.
Like
don't.
this is a commercial.
Yeah, it's a commercial.
There's a lot of fakes out there, man. That's what they're doing, man. They claim to know food and stuff, and yeah, they don't know anything, man.
But I think this was Knott's creation to try to make it seem like, oh, these foodies came here to eat our shit.
Right.
Just invite the foodies; they'll come.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, give me a free pass, and I'll go out there and eat every stand if you want.
Yeah.
I did a video for their funnel cake, maybe last year.
Did you have ice cream?
No, we just had the berries and stuff.
Me and Jimmy, we are on.
Yeah,
it.
see, I didn't have the ice cream on it. No, it was a hot day and I didn't have the ice cream. Just had the funnel cake, and we did a video on it.
So you haven't had the funnel cake. You know what I'm saying? Well, you just had a dough with powdered sugar.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't get the ice cream because I love the crunch through and through.
Exactly.
By the time I get to that middle part, that's just
gonna
soggy
yeah.
as fuck. Not interested. I'd rather have it separate.
Okay.
And when I go to, I do like sometimes the thing at BJ's, the fucking Pizookie. That kind of just mashes in together, but that's a little bit different because that's already a while those fucking not as crunchy already. Yeah,
right.
But that's
you're right about the funnel cake. You like that crunch. You like that flavor, that texture. When you get to the middle and it's all mushy.
Well, that's when you hand it over to your girl.
It's like two. It's like two
Have this,
separate
right?
experiences.
There you go. And one. Here, babe, take it. It's all gooey.
I like the crunchy part, and I like when it gets gross later.
Like relationships.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Crunchy and gross.
crunchy and gross.
Jessica.
Uh-oh.
I just hit the rap.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. But I don't even think we, at the top of the episode, we got to tell people that this was episode 112, hanging out with the Tamale Challenge, the annual Tamale Challenge.
Nice, the annual Tamale Challenge.
I mean,
so the winner was
Wiener Smith.
No, Wiener
Still holding
champ.
it down, baby. Still holding it out 2 years in a row.
It's that chili.
Wiener Schnitzel's the John Cena of fucking tamales.
He just
Fast
came
food
back.
I know.
He's about to wrestle on the 30s.
is that John Cena?
Yeah, on Fox.
Really?
On
Where's he
Fox.
been? Has he been hurt?
No,
he's been acting.
Yeah.
He's
an actor. He's been acting.
Peacemaker
Big
and
time.
Freaking famous guy.
Okay, I seen his promo, and it felt like he was acting on the promo.
Yeah,
It was horrible.
Well, he's an
pretty
actor.
bad.
He's an actor.
He was
Yeah.
just. It's the same thing when like The Rock came back,
Yeah.
and it was like
WrestleMania.
not that one before when he came. It was like Dwayne Johnson playing The Rock.
Yeah.
And now it's like John Cena playing John Cena, not just being John Cena.
Exactly.
Because it was like way over the top.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God damn. But I'm excited for him to be back. And I never thought I would say that in a million years, that I'm excited for John Cena to be back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking fired up that, because I was listening to a podcast on the way up, that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, these fools are main event dude, like that upper. They're in the Kevin Owens fought Stone Cold at fucking WrestleMania. Like they're in the tag team with John Cena and Roman Reigns. Like these fools are main event players now, and like that's exciting.
You know what's even crazy? I thought we were gonna go this whole episode and not talk about wrestling, but
fucking,
definitely
I want
all the fun facts. No, for sure, dude. Like for those who know, you know, and I know Dee's fucking has a heart on right now. Is he listening to us all the way in fucking Jersey in the future?
Wrestling's
3 hours.
Dude.
It
Jersey.
Is, yeah, he's listening in. And shout out to Steve Polanco all the way from Utah, holding down the Pigsneyverse all the way from out there.
We're like
Utah,
multi-state, international, in the multiverse. We got fucking listeners. Remember that guy called from like the Netherlands or whatever?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Really?
yeah, a guy calling international. We're all over. Turns out the internet's everywhere, all over the world.
Yeah, so are we.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Also, Swinging Steve and Mai all the way from West Covina. So,
that's really the other side of the world. God,
the other side of town right there, man.
Once it's 10 degrees hotter, it's a different fucking country compared to LA. It's just different.
West Covina.
So once again, on what day, where are we going to go meet up?
Let's do it, man.
January
6th, 2023, the new year. We're going to be at Avenue 26 on Imperial, 2300 East 37th Street. I'm sorry, 2300 East 15th Street. And we'll go out there and walk the plank, man, up and down the and get some food and.
What's the name of the place again?
Avenue 26 on Imperial.
The original.
Yes, that's right.
The
That's where they actually. Well, they came from the original market. They went there and they stood there and then they broke off. So
the one and only.
That's right. Avenue 26 on Imperial is the OG right there.
Never duplicated.
No.
That's like
but always imitated.
It's very imitated, and there's a lot of imitators out there that are claiming to be Avenue 26, but they're not Avenue 26. Yeah. And the people that started the original Avenue 26, the OGs, are at the 26 on Imperial, and that's what they're doing. And they've been there and they're doing well, man. You know, we had a toy giveaway on Saturday. I dressed as Santa and gave a bunch of toys out from the market, courtesy of Avenue 26. And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I had this little girl come up to me. She stood in front of me. She gave me a hug and put her head on my chest while I was sitting in a chair. And I just kind of hugged her. And that melted my heart, man. That just felt really good. She was super happy because a lot of these kids, you know, they don't have any gifts, especially there. The market, these people, the parents that are working the markets, that's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
So the kids have to be there 24/7 with them. So a lot of the gifts were given back to the kids that are there at the market, and then there was a bunch of other kids that just showed up, and that was a beautiful thing. But yeah, Friday, January 6th, man. You know, we'll be there. We'll do a walk around of the market. We'll film it. We'll talk about it. If anybody wants to join us, say come on down and let's do it. It's gonna be closed for 2 weeks due to the holidays, but come January 6th. It's open.
It's the comeback.
It's the comeback, yeah.
All
so
right,
we're gonna come back hard.
Opening night.
We're gonna come back hard, and we're gonna make it, make it fun, make it cool, make it funky, and stuff. And I'm just gonna let you know, just come hungry because it's gonna be a lot of food.
Down.
Yeah.
Down.
All right, cool.
Always hungry.
Awesome.
Hungry right now.
Yeah.
And if you're hungry for more of the West Coast Pop Lock podcast,
that's right.
All you gotta do is join us every Tuesday night, the #1 live podcast, Tuesday night, live on Facebook, live on Twitch, live on YouTube, and we're also on any of the social medias out there. All of them, and anywhere you listen to podcasts.
That's right.
It's the West Coast. We used to be on Local Music Experience, but they all got butt hurt.
You know,
people got all butt hurt.
Feelings get hurt sometimes. You know, but
yeah.
How do we get out there? Goodbye. We'll see you next week.
By the way, Johnny, we the ones.
Yeah.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys.
The #1 live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.